Alright, I didn't see a lot. This is a O2 Duramax. I literally got this thing, about a month ago. And I had to put, what have I put into this thing? I haven't had to put unnecessary money into it. I put the light bar up top. I'm just now doing the starter. I went and got a used starter. Actually, that's not the new one. That's the new one right there. I haven't had any really issues with this thing. I'm probably gonna need injectors here probably before snow flies, which is, I don't know, 5 months down the road. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this is the starter on these things. It looks like it's a pain in the ass. I literally YouTubed it, and there was only one, and it was really helpful because it was actually the way he did it the way I did it, or I did it the way he did it. Anyway, he took this tire off. I chose not to, but there is literally no way possible to get this this starter out of here, unless you take off that turbo, the exhaust, or the I actually extended mine to a 5-inch turbo. And that has to come off. Obviously I wouldn't have taken it off, but it was a good thing because that's another thing that I did to this thing is went from a 3-inch to a 5-inch, so it wasn't all rusty and shit like that. The new one's right here, so it's not all rusty and so forth. But anyway, you do have to take off there's two 15mm bolts, one on top, one on bottom. The one on bottom looked like it was a pain in the ass. It can be. You got to put about, I don't know, 2.5 feet of extensions. They're 15mm. You got to put about 2.5 feet of extension. And literally, as you can see where the starter sits, I had to come all the way back here and literally untwist it from back here because it's just so tight you couldn't get a wrench in there or a socket in there. You had to literally use it all the way the fuck back there. But like I said, there was only one video on here and it was really helpful to me. But I am going to, the reason I'm changing out this starter is this this is a problem with these Duramax starters, I guess. Literally, I noticed my power was loose, so I went to go tighten it down. I think it was Saturday or yesterday, and I noticed it was loose. So I'm like, all right, I'll just tighten it up. Well, literally, it snapped right off. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just change it out. Well, I go to change it out, and literally, you should be able to see that. I can anyway. That's the remote wire. Literally, I didn't put no torque on it, and literally it crumbled right off. So what I got to do is now I gotta kind of get in here and see if I can show you guys a half decent way that I can fucking get in here. There should be a decent way. Nope, that's the extension. Hey, there it is. Okay, this is what I'm talking about right here. I didn't put a lot of torque on this. You can see it, twist it a little bit. As you can see, you see that? I didn't put a lot of torque on that. So, I'm wondering if I just want to piss around with it or if I just want to snap off the line and put a new line on there. That line doesn't look terrible, but it could probably use another one, so it's probably what I'll end up doing. But I am going to, you see this pipe is fairly loose. So, I'm going to try my best to put this starter in and go from there.